Hey tubers, Bart coming at you. Happy Friday. Coke and a smile. That is my smile. But 3 times in 1 week. Uh, Wife and kids are out of town for one more day, so I'm gonna seize the opportunity and spit out another video in prime time hour as opposed to, like I said before, doing it in the wee hours after everybody's asleep. So I got a couple things in, nothing crazy. So we'll get right into it. Pick this up, this Jerry Rice Gold out of Absolute SSD. I believe that's 99. Yep. Yeah, I don't really know why I picked this up. It was cheap. It's an awesome looking card. And so it was a little cheaper than, maybe it should go for. I have one of these. It's graded and basically looking the same as this. They gave me a 9 off center. Look at those borders and stuff like that. I always look at that damn card and just slightly salty for what the hell you mean off center. Hell, I don't know. You could say that about that right now, I guess, on the left to right. You got this big old black border on this side and a little skinny one on the other side. But since this side over here is covered with a big old red foil stamp that continues on through the border, it looks like it's supposed to look that way. But fantastic looking card, and it was cheap, so I picked up another one. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it, but first world problem there. Let's see here. I got some more All-Star Cups. I bought them a good couple of days ago, and finally got some in. So I'll have to make some, I'll have to check. Y'all can help me out, actually, on this one. So 1991 Larry Walker All-Star Cup. The centering top to bottom gets me a 9. I know that. I wouldn't say the edges have chipping, but if you know 1991 tops, are you ever really going to get a perfect edge? Something that old and everything like that. Like, it's, you can kind of see the, I don't want to say nicks, but I don't know. If you know this set, you know what I'm talking about. So if somebody's got some reps on grading 91 tops, let me know if they hit you up on that, like, chipping based on the cut of the card when they were making it, if that more or less makes sense, because there's just the ever so slightest bit right there. And I don't want to sub this and get an 8. Like, that's not, a 9's cool, but I can get one for $24.99 in a PSA 9 right now. So if I would get an 8 on that, then I'm no good with subbing that for $12, right? Mike Piazza, he's got an All-Star Cup too. I'm going to have to check the listing, though, because I'm not happy with the centering on this one, and I don't know if that's what it looked like in the picture. But do run that risk sometimes if you're literally looking for cards for... What do you want, dog? Get. Dog coming in all hype. If you're trying to grade cards... Sometimes you click on that thing or whatever, and it says quantity available, or you get to click that little drop down. Do I want 1, 2, or 3? I immediately run away if I'm actually trying to grade the card. So I don't know if that was a stock photo or not. I'm going to have to look that up. But the good news is I always try to get a couple just to make sure I can get something that, I increase my odds a little bit. I go for cheap ones that I can find, but try to play the odds, and if the picture looks good. This one's Topps Gold, and this is by far the best one in a picture I could find too for centering and everything like that. So I'm indifferent whether I got the Topps base or the Topps Gold graded, and that is a damn good looking card there. Same philosophy there. Got 3 2007 Justin Verlanders. I will discount double check this against a lot of the other 2007s that I've graded. Mostly football, but it's the exact same damn card as far as stock and design and everything else. And I've got a good rep of getting 9s, and I got a couple of 10s in there, but vast majority 9s. And that's what I'm looking for there. But another one I could probably find for, $24.99. So if I don't think I can pull that 9, I'll probably have to go that route. And then I picked up one more Brandon Ayuk And this one I think is slightly better, but if the centering is off, it's off in the opposite direction of the other one of these that I bought and showed the other day. So, but it's one I want in a high enough grade where I probably might send 2 of them way down the road, right? Because I ain't paying $15 a card. It ain't happening. Not for PC stuff, right? If I've got something I could quick flip by paying that extra for, I might do that. But man, $15 a card for PC items, it hits a little different. I am putting together a sub for $12 a pop for the Value Modern. I am triple and quadruple checking everything that I submit, though, and I'm like trying to take cards off the pile. Like, it's too periphery, right? Like, that doesn't go to a set. It's not something I'm actively working. I could sub it in another year from now or something like that. I keep doing that because at $12 a pop, when my last one, I didn't like how much it was, and it was $9 a pop, right? Now we're doing 12. And then got in a, obviously not the whole set here. I got 9 here and another 6 here of 1998 SPX. And I think these are the steel versions of all of them. I gotta check that listing too, because I thought I bought like the regular ones, but I believe the regular ones all have a color-ish photo here. But I'll have to check that, because I've always been slightly confused when I've looked at them or whatever. And so when I was subbing the Rice Rainbow of these, I basically just had to make sure I had 5 different versions, because there's a steel, a silver, and a base. And they all are kind of close. The silver, when you look at it next to the other ones, does pop out because it's a shiny silver. And that, all I'm talking about is that little circle right there in the middle. Obviously, bronze and gold are much easier than the other 3, but the steel, silver, and base, if you just have it by itself, you can't make that call offhand. You have to have it sitting next to the other ones. But I did get the key ones that I kind of was, I got this super cheap, which is awesome too. But there's the Barry, the Dion, a TD. We got a Marino there. I already had all the Steves, but we got a Steve Young here. And nobody has big names there. I guess that's a Eddie George. That's a bigger name there, and work done. But I don't know what I'm going to do with these. And if you saw before, I picked up all these EX2000s. I'm at a loss right now. Maybe somebody out there has got an idea for me. So I like the trophy cards and I like the All-Star Cups. Why? Because I can get good cards of big-time players that look great and everything like that, but they aren't necessarily also the prime card that's going to cost you a ton, right? Like, because if you just went after nonstop rookies, which I have, the vast majority of all the people that I'm going after already have their rookies. But I like, displaying, and I just like the little set building that I got going on with the cups and the trophies. But that's baseball. I want a football equivalent of that. I'm looking for that. And the absence of finding some set that, some company or somebody does in subsequent years that I can build upon, right? Here, get 2-3 stars from this year, 2-3 stars from that year, and so on and so forth, and build upon, and it would look like it kind of belong together as a set. If I don't have that, then I'm looking for, I'm trying to, find other iconic sets where those key players, they look good and they would display well or something like that. It's not working out real well right now. Again, I'm only dabbling in the cheap stuff right now just to get the juices flowing and figure out what the hell's going on with it. But if anybody's gotten any ideas there, I'm all ears, right? I've been looking, does Ultra have something, award winners for definitely, obviously, ideally, like the All-Star Cups and trophies, you get a good number of years. But even if it's like a 3, 4, 5-year run where, I got the big stars, if I'm doing that, then I'm looking for 80s, 90s types of people or something like that. I came close with the top 1,000-yard clubs, but they don't look very similar enough together. They all have their completely different design. They're there from 86 to 92 are those years. 91 and 92, they don't really look that cool anyway. They pop up again in 95, and then they don't show up again until like 2014 or something like that. So it doesn't have a broad range of years. It's very choppy, and then they don't go together. That would have been cool because I obviously have a good number of those already, at least for my Niners. But I don't know. I'm looking for something. I'm open to different sets. And I'm going through my Rice cards to see like what, because I would have the Rice version of whatever I'm probably looking for, just because I have so many of those. But I can't find something that like, oh yeah, they made cards like this for multiple years, and there's a bunch of good stars in it. So I'm still searching, and that's why I'm going through things like these, trying to, I don't know, figure it out. So if somebody's got some ideas out there, I put it out on the YouTube, Facebook page, or whatever, but didn't really get many hits. So if somebody out there's got it, but that's what I got for you. Happy Friday. Working a little bit tomorrow, so that ain't a bigger, but thanks for watching. Full football slate of games this weekend. I think that's awesome. I'm not necessarily one of those people that says, hey, add all of the teams to the playoffs and just let them all in or any of that crap. But if it gets me a weekend of 3 games on Saturday and 3 games on Sunday, I'm a little bit more on board now. So should be a good weekend of football. So have a good one, and hopefully we get some good games out of it. Later.